Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to solve the problem valid anagram. So this is also a problem of the string. The last two problems that we have solved for the string, so that were medium level problems. So those were a bit complicated, but this is pretty easy problem and it's mentioned as well. It's an easy problem. So let's dive right into it. Okay. So given two strings S and T, return true if T is an anagram of S and false otherwise. Okay, so what do you mean by anagram? So if we click on this, so an anagram is a word or phrase formed by rearranging the letters of a different word or phrase using all the original letters exactly once. So that means that anagram means it's simple. Like we rearrange the letters of a particular word, and the new word also contains the same set of characters, but maybe arranged in a different order. Suppose, or consider this example, rat. So we have a car. Okay, T is a car. So in order to be in an anagram, like C is nowhere in the S string, nowhere in the rat. So it's not an anagram. If we consider this example, first example, anagram. So if we can take this, so we have A that is occurring three times. In the anagram as well, A is occurring three times. Similarly, N is coming one time, G is coming one time. So it's same in the input string S as well. And the size is also same. Like it's not allowed that N is coming two times and here N is one times only, right? The frequency of the characters also need to be same, and also the size also needs to be same, right? So it seems like a pretty straightforward problem. Like there might be some approaches that is coming onto your mind, and if they are not coming into your mind, that is also fine because you are seeing this problem for the very first time. Okay, so now what I can do is that maybe I can sort the array. Okay, like if I'll sort this string, maybe if I'll sort both the string, okay, and if I compare each character, and if I see like if there is a character that is not matching, then I would return false from there. That is also one possible solution. Or maybe I could use a string array, right? Maybe I could use a integer array as I was using in the previous problems, right? Like frequency array basically. So that frequency array would be calculating the frequency of each character, like how many times A is coming, how many times G is coming, N is coming, right? And later on, I would compare the frequency from both the arrays and I would get my answer. So I'll code the solution so that you would understand it better on the go. Okay. So now, first thing, what is the base case? Like if the length of both the string is different, then obviously it is not an anagram because every character needs to be of the same size in both the string. So simple, if s dot length not equals t dot length, then in this case, I would return false directly, right? So it would be an early exit from the program. Okay, so now I want to take a frequency array. Okay, so I would take a frequency array. Now, what should be the size of the array? So let's go through the question. So in the constraints, it's mentioned that S and T consist of lowercase English characters. Okay, lowercase English characters. So lowercase English characters, we know that it is 26 only. So we can take a fixed size array of 26. Okay. Now I want to update the size, like if A is coming. So I want to update the frequency array, like how this frequency array would look like. That we will have 26 different indices. Each has a frequency 0 for now. Okay. Until Z. And I will update the frequency of the incoming character. So what I'll do is I'll do a for loop to iterate over any of the string. Like both the string have the same length. So I can iterate over any of the string. So I take s dot length, I plus plus. All right. Now I need to update the frequency of the first character that is coming or any character that is coming through. Okay. So now how will I update? Like you have seen in the previous video, how I'm manipulating with the frequency array. So it is an integer array. Okay. And the from the string I'm getting characters, right? So how will I update it in the int? So I would use the concept of the ASCII. So I got s dot char at I. So what it will bring? It will bring a in anything, any of the character. So I would need to decrement it from the any of the alphabet, right? Like I'm using base as a because it is consisting of lowercase characters. So then, like if a is coming here, right? If a is coming, so a minus a would be 0. The frequency array would be updating at the 0 index. So that will be updating from for a. If b is coming, b minus a would give us 1. So frequency of 1. So means it will get updated at the 1 index. So b will be taken care at 1 index, right? So you got it. That how it is manipulating the frequency array. Got it? So any character is coming, I need to increment in the frequency array. Got it? Now, what I can do is I can take another for loop. Okay. And whatever character is coming in T, like I have incremented every character that is coming in S, okay, in the frequency array. Now I will decrement every character that is coming from T. And later on I would check if both the arrays are 0. Make sense? So I could take another for loop and I could decrement the frequency from the T string, right? From the string in T. Okay. Or this is also a common loop that is coming. So I can decrement it here only. Like I can do frequency of now T dot char at I. So whatever character is coming at T, I'll dry run it for you so that you would understand it better. Minus A, minus minus. So here I am decrementing every character that is coming from T. That is coming from T. Got it? So like necessarily what will happen? Like here A comes. So A would be updated to 1. Now here T at the same index, 0 index, N is coming. So I would decrement N minus A. So whatever index N would be in, it would be minus 1. So this array would be manipulated continuously until the end of the string. But this minus 1, since it became minus 1, when this N would come, it would bring it to 0 back again, right? So now this array is manipulated. Now I would iterate over the frequency array. And if any of the array part is not 0, means that is plus 1, minus 1, or any other thing, means these are not the anagrams. Like for int I equals 0, I less than frequency dot length, frequency is the array, I plus plus. And if frequency of I, right? Frequency of phi, if it is not equal to 0, any index is not equal to 0, I would return false. Got it? Because it is not an anagram. Or if I go out of every condition, then return false is satisfied everywhere. So I would return true. Like if every condition is fulfilled, so I would return true. So I would quickly run this code to see if it is working, and then I'll try run it for you. So it's working. So I'll submit the code. All right. So it's working fine. So now I would discuss, like, I would try run it for you. So what is happening here is, firstly, let's take this example, okay? So if s dot length is not equal to t dot length, then I would obviously return false because it is not an anagram. Okay, makes sense. This is the frequency array I have declared to take the frequency of every character that is coming. Now I could iterate to s dot length or t dot length, both the array, both the string would have the same length. Okay, now, now I am updating the frequency from every character in S. Okay, so A comes. So 0 index would be updated to 1. Now I'm decrementing every character that is coming into T. So N comes here. Okay, so now I would let's take some more 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so now what will be the index that N would be stored in? So HIJKLMN. So it would be at 16 index. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So it would be updated here. So n would be frequency of this is decrementing. So it would be minus minus. Okay, so n would be decreased, minus 1. Now we came to I equals to 1. So means say second character from each of this. So here n comes. So I would update the frequency of n. So n is currently minus 1, so I would update it by plus 1, so it would be 0 again. A, the frequency of A would be decremented. So A would be decremented to 0. Got it? Now we came to the third index. Here I got A, so I would increment 1. In T, I got G. So I need to decrement every character in T. So G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G would be at the seventh. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So it would be minus 1, right? So similarly, when this iteration would be done, every character should, every frequency array element should be 0. If it is an anagram. If it is not an anagram, any character could be minus 2, like this could be 1, anything could happen. Okay. So if this array iteration is done, so I'm taking another for loop to check if frequency of I is equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, suppose if it is not equal to 0, then I would directly return false because it is not an anagram, because some character would have been occurring more times or less times or anything. So in that case, that is not an anagram. So you got it. You got the idea how this is working. We can we can also sort the array. Like we can take a character array for both of these, and we can directly sort the array with the approach which I was talking about. I can quickly write that code so that you would understand that approach as well. So what I'll do, in order to sort a string, I would firstly need to convert it to a character array. So I could take a S array. Okay, so it will be so there is a method toChar array in Java. So that converts the string to a character array. So S dot to character array. Got it? And I could take another T array. So that would convert this string to a character array. Got it? Now, what I'll do is, and yeah, obviously I forgot the base condition. So if S dot length is not equal to T dot length, I would directly return false, right? Return false. Okay. Now, I would sort both the arrays. As I was talking about earlier, if I would sort both of these arrays, so A would be occurring on the starting indices, then B, then C, right? And then I would compare both of these. And if any of the characters is unequal, then obviously it is not an anagram, right? So I would use arrays.sort, S array, again arrays.sort, T array. Got it? And I would use an inbuilt method only for now, but I would highly encourage you to do some methods the logic that you need to write from your own so that you would learn it. Okay. I could use a for loop as well to compare the indices, but I would use arrays.equals method for now, for the sake of time. The array. Okay. So this would give me basically if it is not equal, then it would return. So I would directly return this array.equals method. Okay. I would run this code. Base cases are running fine, so I'll submit the code. Make sure to first run the code. Okay. So it has a better time complexity, like it is faster. But if we like here, we like if there would be a more larger array, then this solution would have not worked fine. But in this case, it is working fine because we have already sorted the array and we are comparing each index, each element. Like if we would have sorted the array, what it would have become? It would have been A, like this character array. So it would be A. Then what comes next? G, right? G, M, then N, and R, right? So it would be sorted like this S array and T array would also be sorted and it would have been this only. And then I have checked for equality. If it is any of the character is not equal, it would have returned false. right? Makes sense. So I hope you got the solution. Please try it on your own, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Goodbye.